Hey guys, welcome to another marvelous video. Dynamite's current Thundercats comic series has made a promising sales debut, even though only 3 issues have been released so far. To add to the excitement, the series introduces a new Thunderian feline character from Thundera, Calica. Who is this Calica? Is she good, bad, unimportant? Let's find out together, shall we? Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The new era of the Thundercats. Before we get to Calica, we must look at this fresh era of our favorite feline warriors and what they're up to. Although the toy line and cartoon series were discontinued in 1989, Thundercats has seen several resurrection projects over the years, 2 of which were in the 2010s. However, Dynamite's latest Thundercats comic series transcends the lot. The very first issue of this comic book was sold in record numbers after its release earlier this year, and obtained positive reviews from critics as well. Readers are quickly brought up to date on the Thundercats and their new plot in the first issue. Without any delay, the comic delves into the crucial moments of the 1985 Thundercats pilot episode Exodus, which showed the devastation of Thundera and Jaga leading the Thunderians to Third Earth. After this dramatic opening, the comic explores what happened after Jaga took over as leader, concentrating on Lion-O's ascent to the position and the lessons he learns from other characters, notably Panthro, who confronts him without showing compassion. This comic book starts with the Thundercats embarking on a dangerous trip across space, escaping the destruction of their homeworld, Thundera, and pursued by their arch-enemies, the mutants of Plundar. Damage to their spacecraft forced the Thundercats to land on a planet called Third Earth, where they now have to rebuild their society while getting along with the locals. But their foes don't waste a moment seeking the great artifact of the Thundercats, the Eye of Thundera. They've also allied with Mumm-Ra, the evil dictator of Third Earth. Now, under the inexperienced Lion-O for the very first time, the Thundercats have to get together against this appalling alliance to preserve their legacy. This comic book adds new components to the characters, while going back to their iconic origin stories, which we're already more or less familiar with. For example, Jaga's character is shown to have an unexpected connection to the evil Mumm-Ra, while Lion-O's character is shown to have a notably more impetuous manner, which leads to Panthro not being able to fully trust in his leadership. With these daring modifications, the plot is given a renewed energy that surpasses simple nostalgia, and adds a new level of intricacy and fascination to the whole narrative. Origin story of Calica, the new member of the Thundercats. As seen in the second issue, following the initial encounter with the mutants, Lion-O seeks out counsel from their leader, Jaga, using the sight beyond sight. However, the vision he receives sends the Thundercats on an unexpected route, revealing the existence of another Thunderian survivor on Third Earth. The squad discovers a fellow feline-inspired Thunderian female, unconscious in the brig of the enemy ship. By the end of the comic book, she gets her senses back and reveals to the squad that her name is Calica. She's the daughter of a farmer in Thundera, where she was kidnapped by the enemy ship. After being imprisoned on the ship for weeks, she's undergone numerous painful tests and interrogations. Not totally convinced, Panthro asks her security-related questions, which makes Lion-O agitated, as Calica has just regained consciousness. Tigra and Panthra note the bizarre effect she has on Lion-O. It's clear that Calica is intended to be Lion-O's romantic interest in the series. However, her obscure origins make her eventual role undetermined. Will she become the team's new heroic comrade, or will she play the role of a femme fatale with ulterior motives? In the closing pages of the issue, we see Calica already starting to get inside Lion-O's head. Her crimson shining eyes as she embraces Lion-O and a picture of Mumm-Ra in the backdrop imply a deeper connection, potentially a psychic one, with the iconic villain. The third issue gives us a much clearer picture. Or does it? A closer look at Calico, Lion-O's lover or Mumm-Ra's minion. In the third issue of Thundercats, tensions rise between the gang, especially since Calica starts investigating the base after getting closer to Lion-O. On top of this, when Lion-O activates the Sword of Omens, a pocket universe of plentiful Thunderian artifacts and weaponry is brought to the surface, raising even more mystery. Lion-O's sworn follower Panthro starts getting extremely irate with the young leader. After disagreeing with one of Lion-O's decisions, Panthro stands up and clenches his fist in Lion-O's face. Cheetara moves in to calm them down, but she soon establishes that order must be maintained, and the Thundercats' history and unity must be upheld in this new home. To get things under control and keep the group together, Cheetara challenges Panthro to a duel. Amidst the turmoil, Calica silently observes everything unfolding. Calica, who has tricolor fur and a characteristic black patch across one eye suggestive of calico cats, shares a moment with Lion-O near the end of the third issue. Lion-O even wants her to see the treasures of Thundera, quite possibly wanting to take her to the treasures discovered discovered earlier in the issue. Is this the start of something beautiful or dangerous? What do you think? As the story progresses, it's safe to assume Calica is a Mumm-Ra minion, using her charming demeanor to enchant Lion-O, infiltrate the Thundercats, and destroy them from the inside. While this is only one interpretation, it lends an element of mystery to her past. We'll have to wait until the 4th issue for more updates and explanations. Marvelous verdict. Calica's entrance adds a fresh component to the tale, making the story less predictable for readers. It's too soon to say whether she'll join the core squad permanently in the near future or become an antagonist. It's evident that writer Declan Shalvey wants the readers to imagine a link between Calica and Mumm-Ra, but you never know which direction the story will take. I'm not a betting person, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. If you liked the video, remember to hit the like button and share it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one!